What's the difference between tribal and federal charges? My name is Ted Hassey. I'm an attorney practicing in federal and tribal courts in Indian Country in Oklahoma. Right now, we're talking about common questions on the internet. Folks are asking when they're trying to find out what's happening here with the jurisdiction. Difference between tribal and federal charges. Here in eastern Oklahoma in Indian Country, the difference ends up being pretty big for defendants. Defendants who cannot be charged by the state because of their status as a member of a tribal nation with a blood quantum. If you're Indian under federal law, you're going to have to be charged in one of the tribal courts or one of the federal courts. We have two federal courts, and then northeastern Oklahoma, primarily two tribal courts, Cherokee Nation meeting in Tahlequah and Muskogee Creek Nation, which is in Okmulgee. Charges under federal law would be in a federal court, either Northern District meeting in Tulsa or Eastern District meeting in Muskogee. Those are charges that can be up to and including the death penalty, including life in prison. All of the federal charges have to come under a specific federal statute. These are laws passed by Congress, U.S. Congress, that represents us all. Now, somebody being facing charges in tribal court, those are going to be charges that are not, those are not from statutes passed by the U.S. Congress. These are all statutes that are passed by the tribal nation for the reservation upon which the alleged offense occurred. So to give you an example with Muskogee Creek Nation, Muskogee Creek Nation laws are different from the laws of the U.S. government or the state of Oklahoma. They have their entire own law code. They have their entire own criminal code. If you're charged criminally in the Muskogee Creek Nation, you're charged under the laws of the Muskogee Creek Nation. So those nation laws, those are passed through their tribal council, ratified through their executive process, and then enforced through their judiciary. Same thing goes if you're further north up in Cherokee Nation. Major difference is some of the limitations also. The maximum, as I mentioned, for a felony in federal court, you could get life imprisonment or the death penalty. The maximum in tribal court is up to 3 years, and in the aggregate over multiple counts up to 9 years. So the stakes can end up being different. In terms of other differences, there's enormous differences, of course. The federal government, in some ways, seems like almost unlimited resources. The tribal governments, fewer resources, but they certainly have fine tribal courts in Indian Country. Throughout eastern Oklahoma, you're going to find competent judges and prosecutors who are, in a lot of ways, running courts that look a lot like what's happening at the state level. If you or a loved one is in a position where you might be facing charges in both or one of those courts, you're going to want to talk to experts in the law of those courts. We can help you here. Certainly give us a call if you want to know more about options, more about your rights, or have any questions. Again, my name is Ted Hassey. We can be reached at 918-932-2800.